Hello class, welcome to Fall 2014 memoir writing. My name is Kristen Kaufman. I'll be your instructor for the next 15 weeks. For those of you who don't already know me, I have a couple novels published. I have a couple of poems published. I was notified last week that my steampunk short story is featured in this September edition of The Rejected Writer. And I also have a creative nonfiction piece coming out in a book in the UK in October. So that's a little bit about me. I've been teaching at Yavapai for a couple of years now, and I love it. So I'm looking forward to a semester of meeting with you guys and talking about your projects and helping you to learn some really cool things about creative writing that will help you not only for this class, but hopefully for your writing in the future. Please open your Blackboard for this particular video. I want to just kind of like walk you through a couple of things that are really important for this class. So log into your YC portal, and then after you log into the portal, click on the class. It's like a really long number, and then the CRN number, and then memoir writing. So go ahead and click on that. And then as you click on that, what will happen is the page will load and it'll automatically open to announcements. This will be any current announcement that I have. So make sure that that's the first page. But where I really want you to start is on the left tab. The first tab on the bar is for email, but the second one is called Start Here Course Info. If you all want to click on that, there's a bunch of really important information there. There's the welcome letter that I emailed yesterday, there's the syllabus, and then there's a whole bunch of files on things that are essential for this class, how to save a file, what you should be reading for your annotation, how to attach an assessment link, yada yada yada. So a lot of it's technology based, which some of you need, and some of it is just related to the class, and that's okay. Next is syllabus. So you have a syllabus quiz that's due on Monday. It's due Monday at noon, and so make sure you look at the syllabus so that you can fill out the quiz appropriately. Next, you have announcements, which is that first page that we had seen. And then the next one is course documents. A lot of this is information about what I expect from discussion boards and some handouts that shall help with discussion boards. And then also we have an assessment rubric in there and another handout regarding the annotation. After that, we have discussion board. You'll notice the first one on the discussion board is a Q&A general trauma forum. This will be if you have any questions at all. Myself or one of your classmates can answer them for you. Yeah, and that won't move. That'll stay there the whole time. As to the discussion board, you'll notice that there are 4 posts due this week. So your initial post is due Friday, the 22nd at 5 p.m. That's your first initial post, 250 to 500 words. And then you have 3 responses at 50 words each due for your classmates within each forum. So make sure you post early so that you have plenty of time to answer those. Weekly, as we roll through these discussion boards, what will happen is I'll move the forum. If it's past the due date, that forum will be moved to the end of the list. You'll notice that there's 2 pages on this discussion board forum list, and so the board will be moved to the end when I grade it and when I add my comments. What will happen, and this is present, and this information is present in a lot of the handouts. I'm going to let you guys talk because I can always add something about creative writing, but it kind of tends to shut down discussion if you guys are really kind of exploring through a topic. So what's going to happen is, while I'm going to be reading all of the posts, I won't be responding to the posts generally until Monday when I grade everything. So on Mondays, I'll move the forum and I'll also post an overall answer to kind of summarize what a couple of you decide and to answer some questions for those of you who are still foggy on some of the issues. And then after I move them, the next week will be bumped up to the top. So whenever you click on discussion board, the most relevant forum will be at the top of the list. I find that's the best way to make that work so that you can not have to waste a whole bunch of time flipping through everything and finding everything. Um, After discussion board, we have assignments. You'll notice that you have 2 assignments due this week. Again, at the top of the list, I have a couple of handouts as guides to attaching assignments or to doing assignments, just because some of you, it's been a while since you've been in school, so this kind of helps you figure out what's expected of you and how to do it. But as far as the 2 assignments that are due this week, there's the pre-assessment survey due Monday, and then there's the syllabus quiz due Monday. So make sure you click onto that and know everything regarding those assignments. There's also handouts for each assignment. So you can click on it, read the handout, read the spec sheet. If you are still confused, then by all means email me. I would be happy to answer those questions for you. Just keep in mind, if you email me like Sunday afternoon and the assignments due Monday, I might not get back to you in time. So just keep that in mind. The next thing on the tab is your annotation. For this class, you are expected to read a memoir and write an essay on it. Some of you are like, crap, all I wanted to do was write creative writing memoir. Well, believe it or not, reading a creative writing memoir helps you to write one better. So you have 4 books to choose from. All of the information is under annotation. I believe, according to my class schedule, next week is the week we're really going to be talking about this, but at least navigate it now and see what there is to see in that tab, and start thinking about it. After that is a little fun tab I added called Writerly Advice. There's a lot of interesting like pictures or handouts that I've seen online that you guys might benefit from. So that one's not a required form. It's a fun one, but you might get something out of it. So after that, you have every week listed for you in a weekly tab. I cannot express how important it is for you to check these. It's really, really, really important because each week I have an objective. So what is the goal of this week? What are we learning this week? And then after that, you have a list of what discussion boards are due that week and what assignments are due that week, and often what's coming up the following week. So it's extremely important that you click on those weekly tabs. Just get in the habit of, like every Monday or Tuesday or whatever works for your schedule, just click on that weekly tab at the beginning of the week so that you can see what is expected, what you have to read that week, what's expected of you to do on the discussion board, just so that you have plenty of time. One of the important things about taking an online class is learning time management. Just because I'm not holding your hand telling you when to show up in class doesn't mean that this stuff isn't important for you to learn to prioritize yourself. So definitely make sure that you create a weekly schedule for yourself when you check on to Blackboard. The only times that I really require that you come on are at least by Friday at 5 p.m. to post your initial response, and at least by Sunday afternoon when you reply to your classmates' posts. And then, of course, there's the assignments that are due Mondays at noon, but of course you can turn those in early, so you don't necessarily have to log on Mondays for that. So that's our class. Send me an email if you have any questions. And one of the discussion board posts this week regards introducing yourself. So go on and introduce yourself. I am happy to meet you and to see what your interests are and what your goals are. All right. Happy class!